Hello and welcome to my tutorial on how to draw Winnie from the Boxtrolls movie. This is my first tutorial on YouTube, so it's all a bit new to me. But first of all, obviously you need some paper and a pencil. I'm using a HB. Very lightly, I'm just basically putting in what I call my guidelines, a bit like construction lines if you think of scaffolding on a building that you're going to work around. So this is really going to tell you where to put things. The reason I'm doing it lightly is basically when I finish the picture I'm then going to rub out my construction lines because I won't need them anymore. If you do these too dark it's impossible to rub them out and it can really spoil your work. So just very lightly. And then if you go wrong, you haven't got to worry, you haven't got to panic. So I'm putting in some hair here, there's a slight curl at the top, and then I'm working my way down to her ears. By placing the ears, I can then put across a line to show where my eyes are going to sit. So this will be my guideline for my eyes. The way I remember where to place eyes is always think of glasses. If you think about where your glasses sit on your ears, it basically brings it right round to your pupil across the face. So that's how I place my eyes. Placing in some eyebrows. She's got quite big eyebrows. So really we're building up layers here. This is a very quick sketch, but if you want to take it further, once you have rubbed out your guidelines you can then put your colour on, and you're just basically adding more and more layers to build it up. I'm placing the pupil in each eye. And then I'm adding in a light line to show where the nose and the bridge of the nose will sit. When I do my lips, the easiest way I find is to draw just basically a smiley face and then add your lips on afterwards. I always add the bottom one on first and then put the top one on afterwards. The way I place that line there, as you saw as part of the construction line, has worked well, as that's showing her parting. And if you see there, it makes it slightly more 3D as it's on a diagonal rather than straight up. When you're drawing strokes for the hair, this can take ages and ages, which obviously I can't fit into a video, but you can really make the hair look effective with a thin hard pencil. With a hard pencil that will give you a nice fine line, which is brilliant for line work and for hair. I'm adding in some ribbon as well, and you can see I'm doing a frill around the edge, which makes it look quite pretty. The frill literally is a wiggly line, which is quite easy to do. You saw there I did the spiral. That's another easy way of showing curls and makes it look quite 3D. So I'm working around my construction lines now. I'm changing things slightly. As you can see, I've brought in the side of the face, and I'm adding in the shoulders and part of her dress with the frilly sleeves. And now I'm going back over lines to make them darker. As you can see, I've left a small white circle on the eye. This gives a really nice effect of the light shining off, basically to make it look more realistic. If you forget to do that, you can always go back with a rubber afterwards and take a small section away with the rubber. Now really I could have changed pencil, I could have changed into a softer pencil for the shading. The softer you go, such as a 2B to a 4B, these all go softer and softer and darker as well, so this can give different grades to your work. So I'm just gently going over my outlines, putting final lines in place. As you can see, I'm roughly shading. This is because I'm going to blend it in at the end to give the shadows, so you don't need to shade it in perfectly. As you can see, I'm using the pencil at a different angle now. This is using the side of the pencil, and I'm just gently rubbing. This gives a nice shading effect. Just drop my pencil there. Now I'm using my fingertips to just gently rub in and blend in the pencil. This gives a nice shady and shadowy effect. This is also nice, quick and easy if you haven't got much time and you want to do just a quick sketch, just to pull it all together. If you don't want a dirty fingertip, you can use a piece of tissue if you put that over your finger, and you can actually buy a proper tool for blending. But I think it's more fun just to do it the quick and easy way.